So what do you have to drink tonight?
I got the same stuff as last week. I came in a 4-pack,
okay.
And I'm not an alcoholic anymore. As I said, I quit drinking, except on the times I do drink.
Well, I've been trying to slowly bring back liquor fueled.
I see that. What do you got?
I went full. Oh, maybe that is alcoholic. I got some Mickey's and some Steel Reserve.
Oh boy!
Like full on, just cheap garbage.
We have to set a rule here on the Rich Dickman Show. Is that you and I, and any guests who may come on that want to join and partake, we can only drink alcohol from cans, and it cannot cost more than no more than $10 for a pack. So it's got to be cheap and in a can. All right.
I think these are like $2 each. They're 24 ounce, so they're a little perfect. You know, they don't come in packs, but yeah, I mean it's cheap.
Yeah,
if it's the criteria.
These Sicilian lemonades were like $8.99 for 4 of them, which is super expensive when you think about it for 4. But it follows the rule of being under $10. So
yeah, I will say this Steel Reserve is pretty funny. It's the Steel Reserve High Gravity. It says slow brewed for exceptionally smooth flavor. But what is smooth flavor? I don't even know what that is.
I don't know. You hear that, HDNB? When you come back on the show, you got to have some cheap ass alcohol to drink with us. And
yes,
you got to get the stallion back. Hopefully, next couple of weeks. He's expecting a baby anytime soon. So,
oh, well, that's cool. I mean, it's a reason to not be as available.
I mean, not really, because I'm like, it's his wife who's having the baby, not him. You know, so I don't understand why he can't just come over on a Friday night for a couple hours. It's kind of bullshit, but whatever. You know, whatever.
I'm not using it as an excuse.
That's right. You're here every week. I mean, you'll be here from the hospital too. All right, let's start a show.
Yeah, from the hospital. That's why I have a laptop and a portable setup.
Goddamn right.
But yeah, let's do it.
Goddamn right. All right, I gotta get in the mood here.
You gotta do what? Get warmed up? Do the Kermit flail? I remember that back in the day.
That was Jules's thing. I used to do the mouth shake. All right, I need a haircut. God damn it. Hey everybody, welcome to episode 60, god damn it, of the Rich Dickman Show, the podcast that is slightly better than mediocre. 60 episodes, my god. And Yule's only been around for like 39 of them. Some stupid number. Anyways, I'm Ray, I'm not Ray, I'm Rem. I'm here with you every week, and joining me every week, well, he's got a few episodes left to see how that goes. It's Ray from California. Ray, what's up?
What's up, everybody?
I was hoping you'd do the hey Rem again.
Hey Rem. No, I was gonna try and think of something new every week, and then I obviously didn't put a lot of effort into thinking of something new to come up with.
See, last week I was finally listening to last week's episode again because I ran out of things to listen to in my car, and I noticed something. You did hey Rem, and then you started talking. You did not expect me to come back with hey Ray.
No, I didn't.
No.
It's obviously we didn't plan any of that out.
See, Ray, this is why I am the man. I am the man. Ray, I'm just kidding. Ray, how you doing, pal? I've missed you. We haven't talked much this week. We've both been super busy.
Oh, busy. Mm-hmm. Just I'm busy. What have you been up to? Besides, I know we had Father's Day over the weekend. What else did you do?
Fuck Father's Day. Here we go. Rem Dickman watch. Excuse me. God damn it, Rem. You get these great ideas. Like you're in the shower and you just fuck them up. Let's so Rem Dickman promotion watch 2019. I've applied for 3 positions at a promotions, Ray. I've interviewed for 2. Nice. I'm waiting to hear back for an interview for the 3rd. Finally heard back in my interview from the 1st, and I didn't get it.
Oh,
I didn't get it. Nope.
Well, if they didn't realize that you're as good as you are, then you probably don't want to work with them anyway. You know what sucks about it? Because, I'd rather just be told, hey, Rem, we didn't select you. Thank you for applying. Good luck next time. Like, I respect that. I had a 10-minute conversation with the person telling me why I wasn't selected. Now,
on one hand, I appreciate the honesty. They took somebody who was looking for a downgrade, and yeah, I had a little bit, I was lacking in experience. But if this person wasn't going down, preventing other people from going up, it sounds like I actually had a good shot at this. And it's a totally different thing to what I do now, which would be a welcome change. But
yeah, I would say that, I mean, that's a kind of a good thing for you to fall back on as far as your, I don't know what you call it, but basically you being able to say, okay, I lost out to somebody that is literally like stepping down. They're overqualified.
Yeah.
So, I mean, glass half full.
Fucking bullshit, politics at play, but what are you going to do? I have two more jobs. One I've interviewed on, and hopefully we'll hear back next week. And the next one I haven't interviewed on. And I got to say, if this third one actually pans out, and I don't think it will, it's a long shot, I would actually have to end my podcasting career.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'd have to pull a Huel.
And then I'll just be talking to myself, but I don't know how to upload anything. So it'll literally just be like these unpublished episodes of me chatting with myself.
Yeah. Speaking of Huel Watch 2019, he goes before the Muslim Brotherhood, next week. So we'll find out Huel's fate, whether he's been accepted into ISIS or not. So we'll, stay tuned. Yeah. Good for him. Other way.
Good luck. If you're listening, Huel, good luck.
He listened. And I said to Huel, cause we were texting, cause, he texts me, when he feels lonely and needs a friend, which is nice. And I said, hey, Huel, if you don't end up joining the Muslim Brotherhood, will you come back to the show? And he said, no, you know what? Huel's better off dead and you and Ray are killing it. So he does listen to the show.
Oh. Well, that's nice. Well, maybe if you end up pulling a Huel, then Huel can come back as Hot Saucerman, and then it'll be
Hot Saucerman.
Maybe we could do that. Yeah.
Yeah. Hot Saucerman Dickman. Yeah, that's a really good idea, Ray. You should learn how to edit, publish, and post podcasts.
I probably can't. I was actually messing around with that stuff while I was making those bumpers.
Yes.
Just messing around with I do sound pretty cool in those, if I do say so myself.
Yeah. Goddamn right you do.
But yeah, I was messing around with those and like trying to figure out. So I figured out, like I was playing the tracks back to back. Like I would put just record something and then change it to make my voice a little deeper, or just like make it naturally sound like a little bit deeper and things like that. And, it's pretty fun messing around with that stuff.
All right. Ray, I want to ask you a few questions about your week and your weekend, but first let's do some business. RichDickman.com.
Okay.
For all your Rich Dickman needs. All right. That's where you can find, the soon to be revamped, Ray website when he gets his hands on it. Yep. You can call our voicemail, and please call our voicemail. We actually have one tonight, Ray. 860-316-4776. That's the Dickman line. That's where you can call and tell us, how terrible we are, or how wonderful we are, or how we changed your life, or how you were thinking of killing yourself 6 weeks ago, but then you found the Rich Dickman show and you wanted to thank us for keeping you alive. Actually, don't do that. I don't like that stuff. It's too heavy for me. Okay. Fucking Svensson, suggested a dick of the week. And he's like, here's a guy who held young ladies captive and raped them repeatedly. I'm like, Svensson, it's a fucking comedy podcast. I'm not.
Yeah. And I would probably just say something as a joke, but it would be really insensitive.
Yeah.
And it would just get really awkward.
Go to Amazon.com, search Rich Dickman, get yourself a Rich Dickman t-shirt. We have the slightly better than mediocre t-shirt. There is the El Abogado Attorney at Law t-shirt, and, share your memories of the Huel Hauser. And of course, if you're going to a protest and election season is getting close, go get yourself an Eat the Rich t-shirt. You may not have to believe the words that are on the shirt, but damn it, you'll look cool. Another thing is that, all of a sudden is that we can auto upload the episodes to YouTube. So you can, every week we're going to be putting a whole episode onto YouTube. We don't need Randy to make clips anymore. So thank you, Randy. But Randy, speaking of you, Randy, my man, in about 6 weeks or so, we're going to start looking to need, some best of episodes for, so if you're bored, if you're not doing anything, I think you might be safe making 3 best of episodes. What do you think, Ray? 3 sound right?
Yeah, something like that. So what is it? I got like 2 months, 7 weeks till my wife has a baby come out of her.
Yeah, I'm not so much worried about you because I can do this shit by myself. Nobody will listen to it. Is that rude? I'm sorry.
No, is that what you mean? Is it rude? No,
I don't know. Ray, I used to be really good at talking shit. I used to have a job where I was a custodian at a convalescent home, and we would hang around all day and just talk shit to each other. And I was the king, Ray. I would make fun of people. I'd go places nobody ever expected me to, and I would feel nothing, no remorse, no emotion. I was just happy I got people to laugh, and I was happy that somebody felt ashamed of themselves after I talk shit. I can't do it anymore, Ray. I have it all in my head, and then I feel bad. I feel bad saying those mean things to people.
Yep.
You feel it too?
I've gone through that too. When I was younger, I used to do that, but I think a lot of it is you just don't realize what you're saying. You just say stuff. You don't filter it. You just say it.
Yeah.
But nowadays you kind of go, I'm just, I don't know. It's not worth it. Especially these days, everyone gets offended. So you almost don't want to.
I know.
Anyway.
It's like, yeah, you keep your mouth shut. All right. Ray.
Yep.
How was your Father's Day, pal? Happy Father's Day. I said that already, but yeah.
Oh, thanks. Yeah. Happy Father's Day to you too. Belated. We said it, but anyway. Yeah, dude, this stuff just makes me want to burp the whole time. Oh my God. Mickey's in what did they put extra burp bubbles in this or something? What? Jesus
Probably.
Christ. Yeah, so Father's Day was pretty good. Just went and hung out. So I was at my uncle-in-law's brother-in-law's place, whatever it ends up being. So they hosted, he for many years, he was a sushi chef. And then, is there,
because he's Asian
for that? No, he's actually not. He thought he was Italian, and then the whole 23andMe thing. I guess the person he thought was Italian. The person he thought was Italian, was actually adopted by somebody. Man. So he's like, crap! Yeah.
That genetic testing kit ruined your family. I'm surprised y'all are still talking to each other.
Yeah. Oh, my father-in-law. His dad's not his dad.
Oh my God.
But he's alive. Yeah. Oh, it's like, what would you call it? Like Jerry Springer in a spit tube or something like that. What is this? Dude. Anyway. So we went over there. He's making sushi for us, which is great. They had French dip sandwiches too with some really good meat and stuff like that. So man, it was just ate 15 pounds of food and just lounged around all day. So that was just nice to hang out. I got to see my parents, and everything like that. Jokingly, so I was talking to my dad, who does listen to the podcast. He said that if he didn't hear from my siblings by 6:00 p.m. our time, he was just going to cut all of them out of the will. And I guess with just a couple minutes left, my brother got a hold of him. So maybe I only get half the will now.
Yeah. Mr. Ray, I'm going to vouch for my buddy Ray here. Ray should get at least 3/4 of that will.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Honestly, I don't really even care about that stuff. I don't know. Life's life. But yeah, no, it was just fun to go hang out and just hang out with people. So that was a good time.
Cheer up. Drink more of that. Drink more of your Mickeys, man. Cheer the hell up.
Yes.
Father's Day was just as bad as I told you it would be last week. And
how so?
Oh man, I was at my in-laws all day. It sucked. Fucking stupid. Went to my parents the day before, but that wasn't as fun as it should have been for reasons. I'm a horrible son, and we'll leave it there. Going fishing with my son and my dad this Saturday. So when you hear this, I will be fishing. Well, I will have been fishing, or I will be fishing, depending on when you listen to it on Saturday. Should you listen to it this Saturday? Yeah, Father's Day sucks. All these holidays where you have to get together with family. I dread each and every one of them because I don't have a united family. And it sucks. It all sucks. Okay, I'm bringing it down. That's it. Enough.
You know what?
What?
So that's what I was dreading about Father's Day is we spent a couple days leading up to it trying to make sure that we had gifts for everybody. Just little gifts. And part of it is I like to be able to give people gifts. On the other hand, I don't want to spend a bunch of money on other people when it feels forced. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or get them something that they're like, what am I really going to do with this? For real? Why did you give me this? And then I feel like I wasted money. They're like, wow, you're cheap. Or, why'd you give me this? This is just garbage. Or you didn't put much thought into this. So I kind of dread it. So anyway, we go and we find all these gifts. We start giving them out. And one person got me a gift. So we got like, I don't know, half a dozen for other people. I'm like, well, shit, this is why I don't give gifts. This is why I always say I don't tell anyone when my birthday is so that no one gives me a gift. So I can always just say, I'm not buying anybody else a gift. Same thing with like wedding gifts. If you didn't buy me one, which no one did, then that's fine. I'm not buying anybody else one.
You know, the thing about gifts is that, I'm at a point in my life now, Ray. I'm an old man now. I know what I want. I know the things I want. And if I want it, I'm going to go get it myself. And usually, and Chris OC is similar to this as well. When somebody else buys me something that I said I want, it's usually the wrong thing. And I end up totally disappointed, right? So I'd rather just not get anything. If anybody's looking to get me a gift, it's like, a gift card or cash or nothing. Maybe just a card. I don't need a gift. Like I'm perfectly capable of getting my own shit. My wife, bless her heart, I needed a new Bluetooth speaker to watch TV with because the way my house is set up, if I'm watching something on television out of the normal speakers at nighttime, well, my kids are going to be up all night because they can hear it down the hallway, So I have a little portable Bluetooth speaker I keep next to me so I can watch my shows and not have the whole house be awake because of it. And she went and bought me one, but it's not the one I wanted.
Exactly.
I know exactly what I want. And she tried, but we have to return it because it's not what I want. So it's that stuff. Gifts. I'm over that whole thing, man. I just,
it's like if I was going to buy computer parts, right? Like, and my wife tried to buy one for me, I'd be like, yeah, it's definitely wrong. Cause I'm going to research it. Like, I know a lot about it. I'm going to get something that is specific. And if I tell her this is what I want, well, then it's not really like that thoughtful of a gift. It's like, why I could have just bought it myself. Right. So, but it is really satisfying when someone gets you a gift. Yeah. Right. But it is really satisfying when somebody gets you a gift that is right. That's one of a kind.
Yeah. Well,
I can't remember the last time that happened, but
I'm glad it's over. And now now the next thing I have to dread is 4th of July. Hopefully we'll be away. I'm taking most of that week off, so hopefully we'll be away that week. And then, and that's it till Labor Day. So good. All right, Ray. I got a new job. I know Promotion Watch 2019, but I got a new job here.
Yes.
Last week I told you that I sent in a sample article, for the WWEpodcast.com. And I'm a published author, Ray. I've had 2 articles published on WWEpodcast.com under the opinion section.
Yeah, I saw the second one. Did the second one come out today?
Yes, it did. It came out today. Yep. I wrote it last night. Yeah. So I'm writing about wrestling, Ray, and Hot Drummer News Babe. She texted me. She's like, "Hey dude, you're a really good writer." I'm like, "Yeah, thank you. Thank you very much." She's like, "You should apply for jobs with them." And I'm thinking, you mean apply for jobs? I mean, I'm sure that WWE podcast people can't pay me, right? But she actually thought it was for the actual WWE company. And I gotta have a conversation with the editor here of this website because I don't know how this guy gets away with using the WWE logo and the WWE name in his stuff. Now I'm afraid that I might get sued at some point, right? And I'm just writing opinions on what I like.
There was a while back, a couple of years ago, I was writing a blog for an NFL blog, and I ended up getting picked up by a sports network.
Wow.
And that same thing happened where I had to change the name of my blog somewhat so they didn't have the NFL team's name in it just in case. It was go through the contract and all that stuff. But yeah, so you kind of do have to watch out for that stuff, but I'm pretty sure if you're not making money off of it, like through advertisements or otherwise, that technically there's nothing they can do. I mean, you can, if you're not defaming them, right?
Yeah.
Defacing their property, then it's fine as long as you're not profiting off it, I believe, but okay. I'm not a lawyer.
Well, I am not making money off of it. And I am talking about the things I like. So check out my WWE podcast article every week. Hopefully that's the goal, is to write it on Wednesdays, have it published on Thursdays at WWEpodcast.com. And I really do appreciate those of you Joma is for one. He took time to respond and said he really liked the article. And those of you who reached out to tell me that it was good stuff. And so that's great. And the retweets help a lot. So thank you so much. And hopefully we can open up the Rich Dickman Show to a different audience as well. So if you're checking the show out for the first time after reading my article, welcome. I hope you enjoy our silliness. We don't talk about wrestling here because Ray doesn't watch wrestling like an asshole. But we do have lots of other fun things for you to enjoy.
You don't watch football like an asshole.
I mean, fuck football, okay? All right? Those guys need to stand for the national anthem.
You're so like 2016.
Oh, boy. God, it's 2019. All right. You have anything else you want to talk about real quick, or do you want to get into the shit?
Oh, we can just talk all day. Do whatever. I'm just here so I don't get fined. That's a football reference.
So Ray, I'm thinking this is episode 60. Did I say 60 or 60? I think I said 60.
One.
Yeah. All right.
This is the same thing to me.
And you started at episode 54. So you have 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. This is your 7th episode. I had to count my fingers. This is your 7th episode. You have 3 more left.
Yikes.
Are you nervous?
Yeah. So Mr. Rich Dickman himself has not contacted me yet.
Yeah. He likes to wait till the last minute.
Sure I'm not sure if that's a good sign or a bad sign. So maybe if, I'm not sure how to convince him that I would like to say I'm just having a good time. So maybe if, people could write in to the email, which is what, Rich Dickman Show or Rich Dickman?
Rich Dickman, Jesus. So you're already getting yourself fucking fired.
Yeah, I know.
Rich Dickman Show at gmail.com. At Rich Dickman Show on Twitter, or call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776. Ray, I fully support you in your effort here. I think that if Rich Dickman didn't like what you were doing, you would have heard about it by now. But it won't hurt to have the support being written or called in. So if you want to show your support for Ray, keep him on past 10 episodes. Again, it's richdickmanshow at gmail.com, at Rich Dickman Show on Twitter, or call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776. We'd love to hear from you and what you love about Ray.
Oh, yeah. If you just call in or write in and say you love me, then absolutely. The more the merrier.
The more the merrier.
I will not have any complaints about that.
And Ray, while I'm thinking of it, I need you, because I'm a very busy human being. I need you to find us a sponsor that I can do commercials for. I have the itch. that I want to do commercials again. So,
have you done any Dynavap stuff lately? I actually was checking out their website. They got some cool looking stuff.
You know, the Dynavap stuff, they changed the way that their promo code works. So you can't just use TRDS at checkout. You have to click on a link. I am not smart enough to figure out how any of that stuff works. And producer Ryan may have tackled the subject, but, without Huel here, the Dynavap stuff sounds very disingenuous. You know what I mean?
I guess that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, we could look for something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Speaking of producer Ryan,
cap on.
I saw producer Ryan over the weekend on Father's Day, and he said, yo, Taste the Warmth was a fantastic episode. Like I love producer Ryan because he uses the actual episode titles when he talks about the episodes with me.
See, and I don't even know which one that would be.
Yeah. No, that was our Priory Society interview.
Oh, okay.
He loved it. He loved it. So we were having a whole conversation about swinging into lifestyle in front of the whole family, just without using certain words. It was interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. What do you want to do first tonight?
What do you think we could get Ryan to be on the podcast at some point?
You want Ryan on the podcast?
I don't know. He seems like an interesting guy.
Okay. Ryan, producer Ryan, let me know what Thursday night you can make the podcast, and we will hook that up. I might be actually staying the night, June 29th, with producer Ryan and assistant producer Sam in their super luxurious apartment in the Upper East Side of New York City. Their apartment that is a quarter the size of my basement and more than my mortgage.
Yes. Well, that's what my two sisters and brother-in-law live in the San Francisco area, the Bay Area. And yeah, so they get paid a lot more, but they also pay so much more in rent. I'm like, I don't even know if is it worth it? Like like they definitely, like everybody there makes way more money, but they also,
everything else is so much more expensive.
So much more money. Yeah.
Yeah. I worked it out where Ryan might be paying more to live there, but he doesn't have the expense of a car or gas or maintenance on the car. He rides his bike everywhere or walks. So that kind of evens out there. All right. Ryan, let me know if you want to be on the show. So we have producer Ryan. We're going to get in the show. We have the Italian Stallion. I'm going to work on getting back. And then we got to get Hot Drummer News Babe back in for an evening. So there we go. Okay, let's do this. You have a preference? Where do you want to start?
How about I love my butt. I love my butt.
I love my butt. We don't have
that reminds me. So when I make carnitas, when I go to the store, you can use either the pork shoulder or the butt, like from the pork. You technically use either one. Whoever at Bel Air, you know what Bel Air is? Like the grocery store?
No.
Rayleigh's, Bel Air, Nob Hill?
No, I have Stop and Shop in Big Y. I don't have Bel Air.
Well, whoever prints the tags for those is probably like 16 years old and cracks up every time they do it because it says it's the entire pork butt. So they put pork butt whole, like WHOLE, but they put pork butthole on the tag.
I love it. I'm
like, it's pretty funny, but I'm like, yeah, I guarantee that they were like, they were having themselves a good laugh in the back while they were printing that tag out.
If you see that again, can you take a picture of it and put it on the website, richdickman.com?
Yeah. Oh yeah, I've got pictures of it.
All right, cool.
I showed my dad. Everyone I show, they laugh really hard when they see it.
All right. Got to make a bumper.
So I love my butt. I love my butt segment.
All right.
I love my butt.
Go ahead. Tell me about it.
I love recycling, but I don't need those fucking judgy looks and condescending comments about how I'm sorting my recycling.
Tell me more. What do you mean? There's people watching you sort your recycling?
No, the guys. So you take it to the place, right? You pull in, you pull all the recycling out, you put it on, they get a cart and you put them in different trash cans. You're supposed to like sort it. Yeah. I mean, you can't just literally throw all of it together and then just expect it to just get recycled. Like I take it up and they weigh it to tell you how much that they're going to reimburse you. It's like
wait, you have to do this yourself?
Well, so that's what I'm saying. Like I put it in the different bins on my cart and then I take it up there and then they start sorting through it and making sure it's, like your plastics are in one, your cans, your aluminum cans are in another, like your bottles would be in another, like the glass bottles.
Yeah.
We really only generate and recycle plastic and the majority of it is just water bottles, juice, like the juice containers and like milk jugs. That's pretty much it. Every once in a while something else gets in there, but these guys will be like, this one goes in this section, right? Or, you don't get reimbursed for this one, right? And I'm like, I'm just here to fucking recycle it. Like it's just all plastic. Can you just not take it? It's all plastic.
You're making me twitch.
Looks.
You're making me twitch. Let me tell you about recycling. I'm going to tell you about recycling, Ray. Okay. And thank God that I'm drinking. Recycling is the biggest fucking scam in the United States of America outside of politics and politicians. Here's why. The trash plants do the recycling for you, okay? This is just recycling is a way for you and I, human beings, to do the work of the garbage man. So they don't have to. So they can reduce staffing and save costs. We have to sort our garbage so they don't have to on their end. Here's what I do when I recycle, Ray. Out here in Connecticut, I live in the woods, right? I have a man come to my house every Monday to pick up my trash. It's actually 2 trucks from Pete's Waste Removal, okay? And there's a truck that comes for my blue recycling bin, and there's another truck that comes for my big, large trash bin. In my recycling bin, let me tell you what I put in there. I put in my bottles, I put in my cans, I put in my cardboard. My kids throw in their garbage, whatever it may be. My wife throws in stuff that isn't even recyclable, like potted plants and all this other bullshit. And it all goes into the goddamn blue recycling bin. And what happens? The gentleman comes in his little garbage truck or big garbage truck. He gets out of the truck. He walks over to my blue bin. He picks it up. He tosses everything into the same fucking compartment in the truck. Into this. So my plastic, my glass, my metal, my cardboard, my dirt, any nonsense trash, any packaging for toys, any McDonald's food wrappers, they all go into the same goddamn compartment on the recycling truck. All right.
Yeah. So you're definitely, I would say, wrong about us doing it for them saves them money, because the amount of money, like when I take like 4 or 5 bags, grocery bags, trash bags worth of just plastic bottles, like they give me, like $5 to $8. There's no way that their machine can't sort it faster than the amount of money that like they're giving me. Like it's not economical for them to cough up, it takes them like 5 minutes to help me out.
God damn it.
So 5 times 60, $300 an hour. They're coughing up $300+ an hour in recycling. There's no way it costs them that much to sort the stuff.
Right.
Plus, you know what? Actually, around here, my in-laws were telling me I don't know if it's our city or county or what, but they'll fine you if you put the wrong stuff in the wrong bin now. So they don't even fucking do anything. They don't even sort it. I'm with you. They don't even sort it. They just fucking throw it in there like, oh, you put it in the wrong bin. Cha-ching. Like fine you $15 or something.
Let me tell you something. 2 things now, Ray, because now you're pissing me off. And I love you. You're one of my good friends and I like you a lot, but you're pissing me off right now. Number 1, you live in California.
'Cause I'm right.
No, you live in California, which is literally the shittiest place on earth. You will go to jail if you use a plastic straw in California. Okay. So don't tell me about fucking anything. All right. Because if you live in a state, well, they will put you in stocks and chains in the middle of the town square for walking out of the grocery store with a plastic bag.
I hate when they do that.
Okay.
Yeah,
so shut up about that stuff.
Yeah.
Second
last
of all,
week was rough. I got sunburned.
Yeah. When I was in 8th grade,
stocks.
25 years ago, when I was in 8th grade, guess where we took a field trip to? Go ahead.
California.
A recycling plant. Okay. A recycling plant.
Are you serious?
A recycling plant where the parking lot was paved with asphalt and glass. Okay. To show that they could use recycled glass for anything. They don't pave with glass anywhere except at the recycling plant. Anyways, at the recycling plant, they have magnets and they have, like little sorting machines, right? So the magnets pull all the metal out, and then the little sorter bullshit things on the conveyor belt sort out all the like plastic and cardboard. Okay. So they do it for you. So I don't want to hear any of your crazy California liberal bullshit. All right. You live in a horrible state and I'm sorry you do. All right. And I don't mean to offend you because you're my friend and I like you and I care about you and I care about your family, but you really need to consider getting out of there. I don't want to see you in jail because you shoved a straw up a turtle's nose.
Oh, yeah. Well, been there, done that. Have I talked to you about like the House Hunters thing where like you watching like House Hunters or Lister Love It or Lister or whatever their shows on HGTV.
My wife likes those shows. Yeah.
Excuse me. Yeah. So they're like, someone in California, they're like, our budget's $650,000. And like, yeah, you can get this like 3-bed, 1-bath, like apartment here in San Francisco or whatever it is. Right. And then they're like, all right, those people get their place. Right. Next couple, they're like over in wherever it is, like Arkansas or something. And they're like, our budget's $170,000 and it's like a 10-bedroom, 8-bathroom, like 25 acres. We're like, what the fuck is this? Like, how in the hell? It's California.
Dude, let me tell you something. I talked about my house last week when we were making fun of producer Ryan's apartment. I love you, Ryan. It's all jokes. Okay. See, I can't make fun of people anymore. I feel bad. What I paid for this house, and I have a large house, right? But what I paid for this, if I go anywhere but California or Connecticut, and especially go down south, like I'll have double the house for less the money. It's insane. We live in terrible places, but you live in a worse place.
Yeah. I think it was many episodes ago, and I think I might have said this to you at some point, but when you and Huel were talking about the house prices, you guys were like, oh yeah, it's like in the 200,000s. And I looked it up, like the median household, cost.
Yeah.
And I think it was like 200 and something thousand for you guys, but California's like over 400,000 now.
Terrible.
It's insane, dude.
Yeah. You got to get out of there. You got to move your family to take care of them. So your daughters grow up, around real people who know how to solve real problems. You got to move to the Midwest. Open a farm. That's what I want to do. I want to have a farm.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
There's many reasons.
Recycling is a scam. Recycling is a scam. And you should just throw all your trash into one bin.
Well, the thing is, just don't give me the judgy looks. Like I'm literally there because I'm just trying to help recycle.
Yeah.
And like, it's nice to get a couple bucks back. Like just it's like a bonus. So all I do is I take my recycling in there. And then for them to be like, sir, it goes in this bin. Like,
sir, this is a Wendy's.
I'm like, yeah. They're like, you see this logo on the side? This means that it's this and this is that. And I'm like, I don't even care. It's all plastic. Can't you just recycle it all?
Oh, I hate those people.
That's all I care about.
You got the number 1 plastic, the number 2 plastic, number 3 plastic, the one with the 6. Yeah, that's all. It's all bullshit. All bullshit. All right. Anything else you want to add to that?
No. I'm just going to get mad. I'm just going to go down and fucking throw a bunch of shit all over the yard at the recycling place tomorrow. I got like 3. I'm just going to drive through and just empty out all my bags as I drive by.
Absolutely. And then say you identify as Oscar the Grouch or some shit. Yeah.
just roll my window down as I drive away. Yeah. Sort it yourself, bitches.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. You know, yeah. All right. Let's move on.
This is the voicemail bumper. This is the bumper on your left. And this is the bumper on your right. This is a badass guitar riff. And finally, here's your voicemails.
So,
sorry, my guitar riff's too cool not to play twice.
Fuck, I forgot.
Because it's too cool.
Yeah, I publish these in mono, so unfortunately they won't get the joke of left and right. But I appreciate the effort. I actually have some voicemails.
I made them in stereo intentionally too.
I know you did, and I love you for it. So.
Press the numerical button 1 now. Press 1 now. They didn't do right by you. There was some stuff you found out. Press the numerical button 1 now. Press 1. The Lord has revealed to me about this whole matter and even the financial thing you need to get paid off. Press 1. Press 1.
Shit.
If you wish to no longer receive these messages, please.
He knows I'm trying to go for promotion. God damn.
He sounds tired because he's been up all night trying to reach you.
Yeah. I actually had like 7 of these. I deleted most of them.
He's like, holy fuck, I've spent the last 8 hours calling this guy and he won't answer.
He won't answer me.
How many voicemails do I have to leave him? I'm tired of leaving the same voicemail.
Oh boy. All right. Then here's the real one.
Thank you, Rem.
You're fucking welcome. Fucking welcome.
Oh, Randy, right?
Yeah, that was Randy. You're welcome, buddy. Oh. I need some best ofs done. All right. So, all right, we have some. We don't. You know what? We can probably power through Dick of the Week and spend the rest of the show on all the rest of the stuff.
Yeah, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, you want to do it that way?
Sure.
All right.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time to introduce this week's finalists for Dick of the Week. And here's our first nominee.
You know, Jesus Christ.
I can't help it. Oh, Jesus.
You're in California. I mean, you can get fined for that, too.
Pollution.
Yeah. We don't even need Coltrane, man, because you sound just like him, aside from a little affect. Or what's the word? Yeah, but you got the right modulation there. I'm sorry, the person we hired to do that has the right modulation. There we go. Keep kayfabe, Bram. All right. So Hot Drummer News Babe turned up this week again and sent us some nominations for Dick of the Week, and I have one of my own. We do not have a Svensson submission this week, Ray.
I mean, he kind of struck gold last week, so, you know.
Yeah,
we can give him a week off. It'll be nice.
Okay. So, hey, Ray, I got an issue here is that my Chrome browser won't play videos anymore.
Yeah.
And that's really causing a problem for after the show. So maybe you can...
for after the show. Can I just make a recommendation then?
Yeah.
Use the Opera browser.
Opera?
As in like the musical style. Opera. Yeah.
Okay.
It'll make a really good browser.
All right. Here we go. So first story from the fake news Washington Post. She's gotta love that. Police called it a meth-fueled attack squirrel. An Alabama fugitive says it's his beloved pet. From on June 20th by Antonia Nori Farzan. That's an odd name for Alabama. Mickey Polk has been booked into jail more than 24 times. He's on the run from police who plan to arrest him on drug and weapon possession charges as soon as they catch up to him. But that doesn't mean that he isn't a responsible squirrel owner, he says. My squirrel is babied beyond anything anyone can imagine, the 35-year-old fugitive told the Washington Post in a phone call from an undisclosed location early Thursday morning. It has a very good life. Polk and his unusual pet have been in the spotlight since Monday when authorities in Limestone County, Alabama, accused him of keeping an attack squirrel in a cage and feeding it methamphetamine so that it would stay aggressive. The story made national headlines, but Polk insists that he raised the squirrel as if it were his own child, bottle feeding it every few hours and keeping it warm with a heating pad when it was first born, and any allegations to the contrary are slander. He doesn't even like it when people smoke around his pet, since squirrels have a delicate sense of smell. The squirrel is not on meth, he insisted. I honestly think it would actually kill it. Okay, one more paragraph. Pawk and the squirrel, who he named, you ready? D's nuts. D's nuts. Have had a wild couple of days. According to the Decatur Daily, narcotics officers from the Limestone County Sheriff's Office were tipped off about the squirrel during a drug investigation and showed up with a search warrant on Monday. They seized an unspecified quantity of methamphetamine, drug paraphernalia, ammunition, and body armor from the apartment and confiscated the squirrel. Pawk wasn't there, but another man who was present was arrested and charged with possession of a controlled substance, possession of drug paraphernalia, and loitering in a drug house. Welcome to the South, man, one neighbor told WAAY. We've got squirrels on meth.
Oh my goodness. Oh. Like, what is the Washington Post stealing articles from The Onion now, or what?
This gets better. Next paragraph says, in fact, the Daily reported it was impossible to confirm the animal's alleged meth use. Officers didn't find any drugs in his cage, and there was no way to safely test the squirrel for meth. But because it's illegal to keep a squirrel as a pet in Alabama, they couldn't just leave him there. Since the creature seemed healthy and wasn't emaciated, police released him in a wooded area nearby. Holy shit. The squirrel's going to be tweaking pretty soon. Jonesing for his hit of meth.
He's going to be just running through the forest, just killing other squirrels left and right.
I'm going to do you one better.
Down by the
dicks of the week are the police officers who let the meth-fueled squirrel into the woods.
We need to curb the squirrel population. Let's let this squirrel on meth loose. He'll kill everything. Attack squirrel. Go.
Yeah. I'm going to link this article on the website, richdickman.com, because you got to see the picture of Mr. Pawk and his squirrel here. It's everything. It's everything you thought it would be.
I just love the fact that he calls it an attack squirrel.
No, the police called it an attack squirrel. Like that's his pet. That's his baby. That's his child.
I guess that's true. He raised it as his own. What? Like, I don't raise my kids like teaching them how to fire a gun at 3 years old.
I don't raise my kids as my own, let alone a squirrel. All right.
That's a good one.
Number 2, again from the fake news Washington Post. Headline:
You're gonna set her off.
Oh yeah,
your house is gonna get burned down.
Oh,
even before this episode releases. Like that, it's gonna be that.
I love Hot Drummer News, baby.
Volatile reaction.
You're the best, Mars. Miss you. I miss playing music. I was thinking about today. I hope you're having fun. I hope you guys are enjoying.
I mean, like, come on. First, you're gonna say the Beastie Boys aren't that good, and then you're gonna call the Washington Post fake news.
Yeah.
I mean, come on.
But let me counter that with when Hot Drummer News Babe and I were in a band together, and I was a bassist and she was the drummer. We used to rock out together. Like when Fit and Hot Drummer News Babe's husband were playing their guitars and singing, I would be over by the drum kit and we'd be like bebopping together, just, boogieing down. All right. New headline. A spider ate a possum. The photos are the stuff of nightmares. By Allison Chu, June 19th. Roger, don't be alarmed. That was the warning Justine Latton's husband issued before instructing his friend to look above his head. The pair had been in the middle of fixing a door inside an old ski lodge at Mount Field National Park in Tasmania when Latton's husband noticed they weren't alone. Less than a foot away, a huntsman spider about the size of an adult's hand was perched near the top of the door, and a dead pygmy possum was dangling from its gleaming black fangs. That's kind of disgusting and weird and amazing, Latton told the Washington Post. She thought when her husband, who that doesn't make any sense, who requested that his name not be used, first showed her photos of the grisly scene back in April. Latton wasn't the only person shocked by the possum-eating spider. Pictures of the hairy arachnid and its mammalian snack shared to Facebook last week by Latton have since gone viral, highlighting an unusual occurrence that spider experts find fascinating, but others are calling the stuff of nightmares. So let's see. Spiders. Dick of the week? Possibly. Oh God, the pictures are, I didn't even realize that was the picture when I'm looking. Oh, I'll link this one at richdickman.com as well.
The
Holy
possum hanging out of
shit.
its mouth, huh?
That's a big fucking spider to hold a possum like that.
It's a pygmy possum though, so it's how big are those? They can't be that big. I mean, if the spider's as big as your hand, like your hand, my hand, roughly,
Mm-hmm.
right? I mean, the pygmy possum can't be that big. I was thinking like a full size possum because we have actual possums out here, not pygmy possums. Yeah, they're like, what would you compare it to? I don't know, like a small dog.
Yeah,
Like
but
really,
possums
really
are
small
possums are
dog.
large.
Small dog. Yeah. Yeah, they get pretty big. So that's not so guys, don't freak out. It's not a possum, full size possum.
Hold on,
and
Ray.
a spider proportionally larger.
You're downplaying this. This is a spider that killed something that's probably as big as a guinea pig.
Well, I'm downplaying because I thought it was like from the movie 8-Legged Freaks, but no, it's not that scary.
Oh, okay. All right.
I thought I was going to get eaten next,
You know,
but it's not that scary. Just my hand would get eaten.
just
or like
your
my
hand.
finger.
You know, there is something to this spiders being the dick of the week thing because my son likes to overanalyze things and get a little anxious about them. And right now, spiders are the thing. And so he keeps asking me, "Hey, Daddy, black widows, they don't live in Connecticut, do they?"
My God.
And I'm like, "No, I don't think so, dude." He says, "What about brown recluse spiders? They live in Connecticut?" And I'm like, I don't think so, but I mean, don't worry about it because there's none in this house, so you're going to be all right. And he's like, "Yeah, I know. I was just asking questions, but like, there's not really any poison spiders around here." It's like, we do this like every 3 nights. It kind of.
Dude, so we have coming from my town into Sacramento, there's like a bunch of rice fields. And I don't know if you've ever really seen them, but when they're empty, they're only like 6 inches deep or something like that. And they got little berms in between each sectioned off. So when they fill up with water, it looks like the ocean or a lake or whatever, like just a huge body of water with little bits of like runs of land in there, like dirt.
Yeah.
But for the most part, it looks just like a ton of water out there, but it's only a couple inches deep. And like we'll be driving out there whenever they end up filling them up, and Stella's like, "Daddy, are there alligators in that water?" Like, no. I'm like, you literally can't even like hardly stand in that water. Your ankles would get wet. That's about it.
Yeah.
Like there's no alligators. She's like, every time too, like we'd drive by.
Take her to Florida. Take her to Florida. She'll see an alligator crossing the road.
Oh my God. She has no idea.
All right.
Dude, you want me to reenact what happens when she sees a gnat?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let me get back away from the mic. And then a lot of crying. And Daddy! I swear to God. I'm like, it's a gnat.
That was, I almost broke my computer spitting my Italian lemonade all over it. Thank you.
I'm like, these can't be my kids. Like, come on. It's like literally, like, I don't even see it. She's screaming, "It's flying! It's flying!" Ah! And I'm like, "Where is it?" She's like pointing somewhere, and finally I'm like, "Oh, yeah, it's a gnat." I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, I got it.
All right. Awesome. That's fantastic. Yes, thank you. All right. So number 1, we have an Alabama fugitive who trained his squirrel to eat meth. I'm going to nominate the police who released the meth-fueled squirrel into the wild. So that's number 2. Then we have the spider, the possum-eating spider. I have one of my own. This is number 4. Last week, you asked me how's the weather, and I said it sucks. It's rainy and it's damp and dark, right? Then it got nice for a couple of days. And then the rain came back. Ray
pulled a fast one on you.
Yeah, I swear to God, we have not left April in this goddamn state. Okay? Oh. Right now, if I were to ask my Google Home what the humidity is, it would say humidity now is 98%. I don't know if you've ever experienced humidity, Ray. I know you live in the desert. Humidity is the worst part of weather that's ever existed, okay? The air is sticky. It is thick. It's just damp everywhere. You can literally take a spoon and eat it. That's how thick the air is. It's so full of moisture. All right. It's not even that hot. It's like 75 degrees, 70 degrees. It's been raining for 3 days. The humidity is terrible. The basement in my house, which is like the coldest, there's no heat or anything down here. This is like the most comfortable spot in my house right now. I don't have central air in this house. And I have old wooden windows that need to be replaced. My house is 25 years old now. And for whatever reason, they built this house with fucking wood windows. Who builds houses with wood windows in 1996? fucking nobody except these idiots who built this house. Okay.
Buys a house with wood windows.
Shut up, Ray. So my house is it's humid. Everything is just like got this weird stickiness to it. I haven't installed my air conditioners yet because it hasn't been warm enough to use my air conditioners. I think we've hit 80 to 83 degrees like once this year. All right. This weather is dick of the week. It's driving me crazy. You can't even sleep in it at night because you're just sleeping and it's cold, but you don't want to put your blankets on because you're damp and it's humid. And my God, Ray, it makes me so unhappy. It makes me so angry to have to live. It's like being in a swamp. I live in the woods, but you might as well live in a goddamn swamp.
I don't even want to hear it. You're like, oh, it hasn't even got to 80 degrees. It's been like over 100 here.
How is that my problem?
Yeah, and how is your weather my problem?
You know what, Ray? I'm not asking it to be your problem. I'm nominating it for Dick of the Week. You're free to nominate your shitty weather.
Bleed my own blood.
Yep. Ray, you're being an asshole tonight, Ray.
Hey, so I will agree that humidity sucks, especially coming from California. So, like, I've traveled out of state, not like all the time or anything.
My cans are sweating. All the condensation in my cans is fucking ruining everything.
Yeah, dude, I've done the thing where we fly from California to like Oklahoma, which isn't. I mean, it's humid, right? But wherever we're going, right? I've been to Atlanta, I've been to whatever. You get off the plane, and in between the plane and the actual what's it called? Like the terminal, I guess. Right. The little part you walk through, the little gap between the plane and the tunnel, you feel it. You just take that one step and just. Yeah, it's not fun.
All right.
That's exactly what happens.
Do you have any nominations for Dick of the Week?
No. Everything sucks.
Ray, you need to work less, man.
Dude, it's just depressing. But here's the good news. I might be getting a raise.
Nice.
Might be getting a promotion.
It's Ray Promotion Watch 2019 as well.
Yeah, possibly. Yeah, we'll see.
Look at us.
We'll see.
You, me, and Huel joining the Muslim Brotherhood. This is going to be exciting next couple of weeks.
Yeah, the trifecta, like the East Coast, West Coast, and the Central
Coast.
Bit of Central, yeah. I was going to say Central Coast, but anyway, yeah,
right.
Central Coast.
All right, so we have to come up with a winner here. And we got to play this one first.
After much deliberation, the incredibly handsome expert judges have come to the consensus that this week's Dick of the Week award goes to...
What are you thinking?
I'm thinking the cops. Dude, the cops releasing the meth infested, or like, dude, you can't let that thing loose.
Yeah, if you suspect a squirrel being high on meth, like, you literally have to arrest that squirrel. You can't let that squirrel back into the wild.
Arrested.
You know?
I don't think they make handcuffs that small.
Yeah, but they make cages.
Yeah.
You need to monitor that squirrel before it goes out and starts ripping the head off of fucking massive spiders and possums. You know what I'm saying?
Or at least like put it on a leash out front of the cell of some serial killer.
Yeah.
Make sure that serial killer doesn't escape.
Yeah, and put it on display somewhere. You know, that could be fun too. Raise money for the Fraternal Brotherhood of Police Officers.
And we're in their local squirrel fighting ring.
Oh shit! Imagine if you brought a meth-fueled squirrel to a cockfight.
Literally a rooster and a meth-fueled squirrel.
Yeah.
Oh my God! Now that sounds like an amazing video. Dude, that'll go viral in, I don't know, 30 seconds.
Hey Huel, when you listen to this, can you text me and tell me if you've ever been to a cockfight?
I think I know the answer to that one.
I'm sure he has, right? Like several. I'm sure he's won like several $100s or lost several $1,000s on cockfighting.
Yes, one or the other.
Yeah.
I'm sure he has a story that would literally break the internet.
Yeah,
but yeah,
probably. All right. Let's see here. What we got next? Here, we'll you took.
Do you know what?
Oh, go ahead.
Do you know what misophonia is?
No, what is it?
It's I got a friend that in my Discord that we have the misophonia sufferers channel, because it's for one of our other friends will literally, like, when he's eating food, I guess the fear? It's somebody that's disturbed by those sounds, like slurping,
really?
Chewing. Yeah.
Oh,
So
that's interesting.
he actually looked it up because he used to just get pissed off and like quit.
Yeah.
He'd be like rage quit everything. We planned a game. Everything's fine. Everyone's having a good time. But the one guy's just sitting there chewing and he just would be like, fuck this. I'm out. Just to log off. And so we made it like as a joke. I made the Misophonia Sufferers channel and he's the only person that can get in that channel. Mm-hmm. And then the Misophonia Offenders channel, which the other guy that normally does the chewing, like he's the only person to get in that channell. So that's where just throw them in those channels whenever they're offending or being offended. That's funny.
That's fantastic.
But anyone with misophonia literally cringed when you did that.
Is there a phobia for somebody who doesn't like watching people eat? Because I don't mind the sounds, but when I have to watch people wrap their lips around a piece of food, it just disgusts me to no end.
I can't stand it when people's face get dirty when they're eating. Dude, yeah. My wife, what's it called? I can't remember what it's called. They have it at the fair here, the county fair. It'll come to me. Elote. You know what elote is?
No.
So it's corn, roasted corn. And then they put mayonnaise on it.
Oh, it's street corn.
Yeah. And then there's like a Mexican cream they put on there and then spices, like,
yeah, that stuff's delicious.
Anyway.
Yeah.
Okay. So now I've never actually tried it because it doesn't look that good to me, but at the fair, they serve it, right? And you get like one ear of corn for like $10 or something like that. I'm like, what the fuck, man?
Meanwhile,
I'm not paying for that.
Corn costs 10 cents, but yeah, I understand.
Like 2 days ago, I literally bought 5 for $1
yeah.
and they're gigantic corn at the store. I'm like, why the fuck am I going to pay like $8 or $10 for this? You guys are nuts. So anyway, you guys are these nuts. Anyway, the freaking guy that I saw at the fair is eating that, but since it has like the mayonnaise and all the stuff on it, as he's eating it, it's just getting all over his face.
Yeah.
Like all over his lips, his cheeks, his chin, like his nose. It's just all over his face. And we're standing there in line to get something, right? And he's just getting it more and more all over him. And I'm like, wipe your fucking face, man. Wipe your face. And he just keeps going and he like takes a break.
Wipe your face. Wipe your fucking face.
Takes a break and chews. Yeah, all I'm thinking is wipe your face. It's all over your face. Normally when someone gets like a little dribble of something, like, oh, let me get my napkin and clean my face up. No, this guy's like full on like dunking for apples, like his face, like what the fuck, man? It grossed me out so much. Like I can't stand it. And my wife still brings it up every once in a while, like, oh, remember that guy? I'm like, no, that's gross. Get away from me. Ugh. Ugh.
There is,
don't even, ugh.
There's this channel on YouTube. I think I talked about this on a podcast with Huel, but there's this channel on YouTube. It's called Almazan Kitchen. And it's these guys and they just cook food. They don't talk or anything. They just cook food in the woods. And the cooking part is fantastic.
Cool.
Yeah. It's in 4K and it's all like ASMR. So you hear all the sounds and the crackling of the fire.
That's cool.
Yeah. It's really cool until
like you're in nature.
Until this asshole who cooks the food decides he wants to take his bearded face and wrap his disgusting gross lips around this piece of food right in front of the fucking camera. Not like in a distance. No, the camera is right there on his mouth as he eats this piece of delicious food. And it's just the most disgusting and infuriating thing that I can see on YouTube. It's just, it's horrible. It's like, bleh, bleh. It's like, why are you?
Yeah. And when you see somebody eating, it's just gross.
And,
like,
he does it for the camera too. It's not like a normal person eating where we just take a fork and shove it in their mouth. He's using his hands because there's no utensils and he's doing it slowly. So you can watch his lips open and wrap around this piece of steak and then his teeth come down and bite through it. And then he's chewing like with his mouth half open. It's just like,
Ew.
Awful.
Ew.
Just awful.
Yeah. Well, I was going to say like and now that I'm thinking about it, there's kind of like that fine line, although I don't know if to me, they're complete opposites, but like watching someone eat something and chew something, like it's gross. Like if someone chews something and opens their mouth and is like, look what I got in my mouth. Like that's why you always tell kids chew with your mouth closed, right? It's gross. On the other hand, if you watch those slow motion videos of like a bullet shooting through a watermelon,
satisfying,
or like somebody dropping a watermelon. Yeah. Oh, amazing. So it's like, like it's either way, it's destroying the food, but one's really gross and one's amazingly fun to watch. See, I don't know what that is.
One of the reasons I would have to quit the podcast if I get that other job that I was looking to get is that I have opinions like this. People are disgusting. I do not want to watch disgusting people eat their food. I don't. Do your shit in private. Take your shit, turn around. Don't do it in front of the camera.
That's controversial.
You're all gross. You're all gross. No matter what ethnicity, what color, what gender you are, all 2,000 of them. It's all gross. It's all disgusting. Don't want to see you eat food.
You know what? My biggest food vendetta in the world. I fucking hate bananas. Bananas are the most disgusting thing this world has ever created. Absolutely, dude. Like, I swear to God, I almost slapped my kids one time because they're like, "Hey, Daddy, can you throw this banana peel in the garbage for me?" I'm like, "Get that fucking thing away from me. I swear to God." Like, raise my hand back. Dude, bananas are so disgusting.
Ray beats his kids with bananas.
Just over bananas. I swear, they put one in your mouth and chew it. It just tastes like a giant fucking booger.
Yeah. Bananas.
They're disgusting.
I don't like anything with banana in it unless it's banana bread or a banana that is perfectly ripe. If it's unripe or too ripe, I don't want it. And down in St. Lucia, I went to St. Lucia for my honeymoon. And St. Lucia is bananas everywhere.
Where is that?
It's in the Caribbean. It's closer to Belize, but it's southern Caribbean. So in St. Lucia, banana is a big industry out there, right? They do a lot with the bananas. They make banana ketchup.
Ugh.
Yeah, exactly.
Ugh.
Yeah, it's as gross as it sounds. Banana ketchup, disgusting.
Ugh.
All right.
Just thinking about bananas is like the equivalent of nails on a chalkboard to me. It just makes me do that, like that shiver thing. Where like, ugh,
that's crazy because you can't even smell them either. So,
do they smell bad? They probably smell bad.
They can.
They can't smell good.
Banana smell isn't great. It's like it's not a good smell. It's not bad, but it's not good.
They're so disgusting. And I know, like, they're good for you.
Yeah.
I will not dispute that, but they're absolutely disgusting. I think the breaking point. One time I went to Jamba Juice and I like to get the chocolate mood because it's all chocolatey, but they made a peanut butter mood, which actually has bananas in it, and they didn't blend it very well.
Oh.
So they didn't blend it well. So there was like little chunks of bananas. So as I'm like slurping it through the straw, right?
Oh,
it's like you start slurping and you're like, oh, it's like clogged. And then not only is it clogged, but it's a banana, but you don't realize it until you start sucking a little bit harder. And then it sucks through the straw and hits you in the back of the throat. And you're like, ah! I'm literally being choked by bananas.
Suck it harder. Suck it so much harder. Suck that straw.
What podcast am I on right now?
I'm sorry. I've been drinking too much.
After much deliberation, the incredibly
whoops, wrong one. See?
We already did that.
Yep.
Bananas are the dick of the week.
Segment.
Because Ray wanted an excuse to make his voice sound cool and talk about himself in the third person.
So this one's going to go nowhere. You put this one in here. How do you buy a car and not get ripped off? Here's my answer. I have no idea.
Really?
Yeah, because I buy my cars used and I pay cash and I don't have car payments. So.
Oh, okay.
How do you buy a car?
I put that in there. Well, I figured I was trying to think of topics we could talk about that maybe, like, I didn't want to discuss them ahead of time or anything like that. Like, be surprised and just see what you had.
I love that about you, Ray. Thank you.
Failure of a topic right there. I don't have any tips either. All right, next. No, just kidding.
Jules hated it when we just went improv. She hated that. She wanted to know everything.
It's more fun like that.
I know.
It's more fun.
I know. It's more natural.
Well, yeah.
So do you have a minivan for all your kids? You have like 7 of them.
No, we bought so I bought used cars, and here's why. You buy used, but you buy the luxury vehicles. Mm. And here's the theory behind this is that somebody that buys like a BMW or a Lexus that's a quote unquote luxury vehicle, but you buy them like a few years old, the person that bought it is, I don't know if you'd call it wealthy, but they definitely don't buy that car
to beat it up,
to run it into the ground.
Right.
Yeah.
Take care of it.
And not that you can't find a really good Honda Accord or Civic or whatever it might be, Toyota Camry. Like those are great cars. They absolutely are. But you also have owners that literally run them into the ground and don't take care of them. And so anyway, the theory is you buy the car that's quote unquote luxury. And the reality is like, so I have like my car has like a SD card slot in it and an
Nice.
iPod adapter.
Fucking sweet. What is it? What kind of car is it?
But it's an Audi Q5.
Look at you. Holy shit. You're living a big life, man.
No, but that's the thing is like it has that shit. And I'm like, technology like outgrows these things really fast. Like an iPod adapter. Like I don't have an iPod that fits this iPod adapter because they're fucking stupid and they didn't have anyone. I swear to God, the next person that comes out with some sort of fucking IT idea and doesn't consult me, I'm going to fucking strangle them. Why can't people ask me these things? I swear to God, like I can tell you what.
I wish my IT guy would do my website.
Oh my God.
But whatever.
That's a burn. That's a good one. So
Ray, I'm drunk. I'm sorry.
anyway.
I'm very drunk right now.
No, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like it. One of these days, if I get extended, if I can do more than 10 episodes, I'm not going to do it for 3 episodes worth of work. But anyway, all I'm saying is like, if you buy that car, it's generally better taken care of. Of course, test drive it. Of course, go through the motions. Like, don't just fucking make an impulse purchase. But for the most part, like I swear to God, what was this? It was a number of years ago, like probably like 8 years ago, but I was looking for I always wanted a BMW 3 Series. Like I just love the way those cars looked. And so I went to went by this dealership and just drove by it and was like, oh, look, they have one right there. And I looked at it and the price is whatever it was. And I swear to God, like, 3 cars over, they have some Dodge minivan that looks like a piece of shit. Same price. And I'm like, why would you pick one or the other? Why? It just doesn't make sense. Anyway, all I'm saying is just do the research. I've had really good luck with it. And when my wife recently she really wanted something that had captain's chairs because the kids really like that.
Yeah.
So we ended up getting one of those cars and it's a Chevy and I fucking hate it. Like it's a fucking piece of shit. And the other car that she's had like many years ago, like a Dodge Avenger, fucking piece of shit. Just plastic garbage.
But does she like it?
Yeah, she does.
Okay,
and
we'll settle down.
Whenever I drive in it and she just like slows down and speeds up a little bit and the transmission goes, I'm like, I swear to God, you're going to get stranded. And I'm just going to say, I fucking told you so.
Well, I'll tell you, the Subaru I bought for my dad is the best car I've ever owned. I love that thing.
Subarus are great.
Yeah, it's good. It's good.
That was the first car I drove. I drove a 1983 Subaru hatchback. First car I ever had.
All right. So, long story short, buy used luxury. Ray, I got drunk. I was not expecting to get drunk, so we gotta power through.
We still got an hour left too.
God damn it!
Another 90 minutes to go. You can make it.
All right, I'm gonna try. Let's see.
Hey guys, it's time for the Thinking with Your Dickman segment. Send in your questions, and we'll give you some advice. For example, I was told that recording in a public restroom helps with sound quality, so here I am.
Hey, what are you doing in here?
Yeah, what are you doing in here?
Maybe we'll be able to give you better advice than what that homeless guy gave me.
Did you not listen to that before?
I did, but I forgot.
I meant to go edit it too. Anyway, I meant to make him say like, Daddy, we're done, or something like that. Because then I realized after I sent it to you, I was like, maybe that sounds a little too creepy. Yeah. But whatever. It's my own kids. Fuck it.
All right, go ahead. What is it? This is your show this week, Ray. Thank God, by the way. But this is your show, so introduce this one.
What do you do when your wife or girlfriend wants to watch a stupid TV show together?
All right,
what do you do?
I got to teach you a little bit about podcasting with Rem. This should have been
okay.
So, Rem, I got an email last week from John, and John wanted to know. He's in a new relationship, and he wanted some advice from us.
All right, let me just interrupt you right there.
Yeah.
I would have done that if you didn't already do what you're telling me not to do on Dick Tips.
What's that?
Except just read it.
Oh. Well, see, Ray, I was in the flow. I was doing it. I was in an improv flow. You know, right? You know what I'm saying?
Oh, okay.
And
well,
you fucked it up.
All right. Take two.
I can't. It's not natural anymore.
No, I'll do. No, it's take two for me. It's
okay.
take two for me.
All right.
I'll fix it. Okay.
All right. See, Ray, before you continue, we have 7 listeners. Okay. However, we need to present to the audience that we have more than 7 listeners. So by doing things like this, it sounds like we actually have people contributing to the show and not just us making shit up as we go.
And we shouldn't even tell them that we have 5 listeners 2 listeners because 5 of them are me.
Yeah.
So, okay, we'll cut that.
We'll cut that. We'll if don't
clip
forget that
sound. Yeah, perfect. All right. Yeah, dude, we're so good at this.
Goddamn right.
All right, so John writes in. My wife/girlfriend wants to watch a stupid TV show, the Beverly Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, the Beverly Housewives of Beverly Hills. Yeah, I love that show. Go ahead.
I don't want to watch it with her. What should I do?
Well, all right, John. Thanks for writing in. I'm glad that you trust us with this knowledge and information and to give you advice. And while Ray composes himself, he looks like he drops his glasses. I'm going to go ahead and give you some advice here, John. And again, I used to do this all the time. I did this for 2 years, 114 episodes on a little show called Torn Think Tank. You may have heard of it.
Oh,
yeah, not Survivor. No.
So burned.
My question would be, Ray, in this letter, does he identify how long he's been with his wife/girlfriend?
In the letter, he does not. But judging by his education level, based on the grammar that he uses, probably 3 to 4 years.
3 to 4 years with his wife/girlfriend. Okay. So at this point, you should know what each other likes. And now what she's doing here is she's trying to find a way to spend time with you. So it sounds like you may have lost a step in your relationship with your wife/girlfriend. Maybe you're not going out as often as you did, or you're kind of in a rut, or you're busy with work. Sounds like she just wants to spend time with you. Not necessarily that she wants to watch the TV show with you, but that she wants to get up on you, snuggle with you, cuddle with you on the couch, and do all the fun things that the Priory Society would tell you that happens in a normal relationship. So what should you do? Well, first of all, John, are you still into her? That's a big question, all right? Because if she wants to watch stupid TV with you, that means you aren't spending too much time together. So you need to ask yourself, look in the mirror deeply. Are you still into your wife/girlfriend, or are you not? And if you're not, that's a whole different subject, and I'm not going to get into that because that's not the type of advice that I give. But if you are, well, now you come to a realization. It's holy shit, I may lose what is the best thing in my life with my wife/girlfriend. I may lose that. I need to pay more attention to her. So what's a stupid TV show? How bad can it be? TV shows aren't more than 1 hour these days. And here's an example, okay? My kids have taken to a liking to some reality game shows. Now, they started watching Survivor with me, and they've branched off now. Now they watch The Amazing Race or America's Got Talent, or what's that other one we watch? Oh, American Ninja Warrior, and even some even some Food Network TV shows as well, some cooking competitions. I don't necessarily like any of these shows. And they're not necessarily my wife/girlfriend, but they are my kids, and I enjoy spending time with them, and this gives me an excuse to spend time with them. Same with you, okay? So if your wife/girlfriend wants to watch Trading Spaces on Saturday nights, the reboot of Trading Spaces, go ahead. Sit there on the couch, let her snuggle up onto you, and watch that goddamn TV show. What's it going to cost you? Nothing. But what do you get out of it? Maybe a satisfying end of night you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying, Ray?
Yeah. When you ask, are you into her? Maybe you'll get into her.
Goddamn right. That was good. That was good, Ray.
Watch the TV show.
Holy shit. Are you into her? So Boom. Get into her. God damn it.
All you gotta do is watch the Beverly Housewives of Beverly Hills.
Yeah, that's right.
And maybe know the names of some of those hot house. You get to watch Hot Housewives.
Hot Housewives.
What do you complain about, John?
On the E! Network. Yeah, absolutely. So, Ray, I'm really good at giving advice, and so is Huel, but Jesus, you gave the best advice. If you're into her, then
play the long game.
You need to get into her. Yeah, that's good.
Or the short game, depending on how you're built.
Yeah. Hey, listen, whatever. You know what? If you know how to use it doesn't matter. Unlike me, I don't need to know how to use it because it's massive.
Well, then you definitely need to know how to wield that thing. Otherwise you could hurt somebody.
Throw it over my shoulder as I walk down the street.
And it still hits the ground on the other side.
Plop.
Thank you for that.
Was that it right there? Did I hear it hit the ground right there?
That's exactly what that was. Yeah.
Holy shit! Sounds metallic, but it's really hard.
All right.
Really,
so thank you, John, for writing in. I'm glad I was able to give you that advice. So
my advice is just do it.
Yeah. No, you already gave your advice.
I came up with that on my own.
Yeah. Ray, one of the most disappointing things about the reboot here in season 2.
Yeah.
And has nothing to do with you. You've been great. You've been a good friend, and I enjoy working with you.
This will be fun because I've loved the whole show before. So I'm totally down for this discussion.
Okay. Is that, we decided that it would be fun to bring back some liquor fueled. Okay. For the first 20 episodes of the Rich Dickman Show, it was a show that shall not be named. And then we started talking a little bit more about it. I started unbleeping it. And then we actually brought liquor back to the show. As episode 27 is called Fueled by Liquor. All right. So when we did season 2, I had some ideas as maybe release a whole episode of Liquor Fueled, which we actually might do if we have to miss an episode coming up in the next month or two. But you were bringing in clips of Liquor Fueled, and it's been great. And it's been fun to relive those memories. And I know our audience is small. It's only 7 people, and I get that. But the lack of response... 5 is right. The lack of anybody, especially someone like Svensson, saying anything about, hey, oh my God, it was so good to hear a Liquor Fueled clip, is really disturbing to me. So maybe the people who have been saying all along they loved Liquor Fueled have been lying to me and just wanted me to damage my liver some more.
Bunch of dicks.
Yeah.
Can we amend the dick of the week?
Dick of the week is going to be Svensson, I think. Yeah, for not saying that he liked listening to the Liquor Fueled clips. What an asshole.
Well, we're back to Svensson honorary dick of the week every week.
Yeah.
Man, Svensson, maybe you just find yourself in this position too often.
And you know what? It's like
I love Svensson so
Maddie.
Much. He's such a good guy.
He is a good guy. Maddie on our Discord, which you can join at bit.do/TRDS1. Go ahead and join our Discord. But Maddie had said that he may have all the episodes on the hard drive somewhere. And I would love to get my hands on those because my hard drive's broken. But he hasn't come through yet. All right. My dude is too busy, getting meth given to him and then flushing it down the toilet. Hey, Ray, give me your address right now so I can send you my hard drive.
Okay. It's, here's my phone number, 867-5309er. Address it to Jenny.
To Jenny? Oh, yeah. 09. You got me. You son of a bitch.
Oh, shit, I got you good, you fuckers. That's a good Super Troopers reference.
Yeah. All right. Let's see here. Okay, we got a few minutes left. Let's see. Okay. I'm looking at, and I
you know what? I was going to say, speaking of, at some point you said something and I was going to say, you just can't live in the past, which reminded me, it came up and now I'm already blanking, but I was scrolling through Twitter and at some point I saw somebody that it's like somebody that I know liked somebody's tweet or follow somebody. It's one of those, like, I don't even follow this person, but it showed up on my timeline and they're like, after 7 years, I finally got this achievement in World of Warcraft. And I was like,
Jesus Christ.
Yeah. I just thought like, man, wow.
What a loser, right?
Sort of. Yeah, pretty much. I was like, what the fuck? And it's one of those things, like, ultimately, do what you want. Like, it doesn't harm me. I mean, literally, do what you want. On the other hand, I remember at some point thinking, oh, this game's so much fun. I'm having such a great time. Yeah, I don't know, just thinking it was so much fun. And now looking back and thinking, I was telling myself a lie.
Yeah.
Like I should not have been doing that. Like there's so many better things to be spending your time on. And that doesn't mean that, playing video games is a bad thing. Maybe their 7 years is like they've been playing 2 hours a week for 7 years. You know what I mean? Like
probably
that's not crazy.
Probably not. Some of these.
Oh, probably not.
Yeah, the people on Twitter have been playing for way too long. Yeah.
Oh yeah. But on the other, like, so again, like I don't know the whole story. I'm not like fully judging the person. All I know is, if that was me doing that right now, but knowing what I know right now, I would hate myself.
literally hate myself. Like, what the fuck am I doing with my life? Like, it's bad. It's bad. I don't know. Just move on. Do better stuff with your life.
You know, I have a love-hate relationship. You're talking about World of Warcraft. And I have a weird relationship with that game now, is that I spent a lot of time playing World of Warcraft back. I started again. I started in late 2007, I think, after watching Leroy Jenkins and then the South Park Make Love Not Warcraft episode. And, you know, there's some really good memories I have, especially before my kids were born, of kind of like exploring the Eastern Kingdoms, the Golden Shire area, the Dunmurrow, you know, and being up to like 2:30 in the morning with people from across the country, just like doing quests and just bullshitting, right? And those memories are just memories now. I mean, as much as I tried to recreate them later in my WoW career, you couldn't get it back because they changed the game so much. You know, it was just so different. Nobody talked to each other anymore. But there was a time in the game where you'd be out just doing quests. You'd meet some strange person and you end up doing quests for 2 hours together to 2:30 in the morning. And all of a sudden you had somebody you were playing Warcraft with on a regular basis, you know? They took all that away. They took the personalization of it away when they went to make the game easier for everybody with the raid finder and the group finder and all the other bullshit. But there was something so pure and simple about just, you know, being in a guild with people you never met before, but you have something in common, or forming a raid team and having a shared goal 2 nights a week, you know, and those are the memories that I enjoy from Warcraft. When it became a job and when it became something that everybody could do, and I know that sounds weird, I'll get to that in a second, but it became less fun. As the game got easier, as the game got more accessible, it was less rewarding. And I know the SJWs and all the progressives don't want to hear that, right? Because everything should be for everybody and everybody should have a chance. But no, there was a feeling of reward and of progression in that game. I remember my first 25-man raid. I had no idea what raiding was. I thought it'd be cool. And I kept getting killed left and right because I wasn't geared or spec'd properly. And I wanted to be better. So I remember researching my spec that I was using and getting the proper gear and doing my talent tree and all this other stuff and what a rotation was and the order of spells that I would use. And to the point where I was getting good at it. And you know, at one point, Fit and I were DPS in a raid team. We were always fighting for the top spot, blowing everybody else away. I became a tank and I learned how to tank the raid instances, you know. There was a rewarding feeling to that. Your team got better as you got better. Then they made the game available to everybody with Raid Finder, Dungeon Queue, Dungeon Finder, all that other bullshit. And they started giving gear away to quote unquote casuals. And so the people who learned how to get better, they never got any better because everybody was getting to their level without even trying. Does that make sense? Absolutely. And it made the game less fun. And it's not about excluding people because you could have played that game, never done a raid, and gotten tons of enjoyment between crafting and farming and all the other stuff, right? Auction house, or just doing quests. But the sense of reward and the sense of progression is what made that game appeal to me. And then the sense of meeting people, they took all of it away. They took the progression away. They took the interpersonalness of it away. We could just join a group with people you never met before. And it all became just like any other game you could play. And so now I feel sorry for people who are still playing that game and still just wallowing in the bullshit instead of making themselves better at the game, if that makes sense. I have been drinking. Yeah. My thoughts trailed off and I forgot exactly what I wanted to say.
I was going to say, I just remember having some really good moments though, like just meeting people, like you were saying, just meeting people.
Exactly. Yeah.
And so I remember like there was a guy that was an engineer from, actually, I think he was from Connecticut. Just meeting people, right? There's a couple, actually 2 people, just friends, that were from Oklahoma that were architects. And like one of them I still talk to like pretty frequently.
Yeah.
Some guys from Arizona, a guy from Colorado. Like I actually have their numbers to talk to them frequently. It's been a while. It's been many years since I played. So it's obviously the communication's tailed off a little bit, but like just being able to like talk to them and be like, okay, now that's the thing is like, not everyone that plays the game's a loser. Please don't even think that because again, you don't have engineers, architects. Like I knew a guy that worked for oil companies in Texas. Like just there's a myriad of people that play the game, that play it just as that's what they do in their free time. And that's so much fun. That's really cool. I don't know. I just thought it was interesting, like being able to meet people and hear stories from different people. I know this one person that lived in Oregon, was working at Target, and now they work in like a lab as like a, I don't know, they work in a lab now. And they used to be like a stalker at Target. And it's like that kind of stuff where like, this is really fun to know and get to know these people. I don't know. Like I remember one of the funniest things. So I used to be a GM for a little while. And, as one of my motivation tactics, I told everyone that I would sing them a song if we downed a boss. And the song was Backstreet Boys, I Want It That Way, which,
you look like a Backstreet Boy.
Ooh, thank you. Which one?
Chance the Rapper.
No, I'm just kidding. I don't even know any of them. I can't even tell you. But anyway, like I sung that, and I've had one of the people like years later told me that's one of their favorite moments ever in the game.
Yeah.
And it's just stuff like that where like there's definitely fun moments in the game. I don't know. It's super, it's fun. In so many ways, I wish I could go back and just keep playing.
Yeah.
On the other hand, I'm like, I just don't have
But
time.
it's not like that anymore. They took it all away.
Yeah.
They took all that interpersonal stuff away. And it's just, it's not the same game. It's just like booting up something on your Switch or PlayStation and just playing a single player game now. What made WoW unique was the multiplayer aspect of it. And to make it accessible for everybody, they took it away. Whoops. And it sucks. And that's where I lost my love for the game. And they kept us in Siege of Orgrimmar for like a year. Fuck them.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Warcraft. I enjoy that you brought that up. It's fun to talk WoW every once in a while, right? And if I didn't have to pee really
every
bad,
once in a while,
we could probably go for another 25 minutes.
Well, we still have 45.
Oh, God damn it. I'm going to fucking die. Thank you all for listening to us tonight. This has been fun, Ray. I've had a good time. How about you?
I always have a good time.
Right.
It's just fun to sit and chat and hang out with you.
Absolutely. Oh, you're so sweet, Ray. That's what I like about you. Like, unlike Huel, you're actually nice to me. So let's keep Ray on the show. All right. If you want to send some support to Ray, call the Dickman line, 860-316-4776, or send us an email, richdickmanshow@gmail.com, or even tweet us at Rich Dickman Show. Tell Rich Dickman that you want to see Ray continue on past, the episode, episode 63.
Please.
Yeah, please. Keep buying our shirts. I just got the Amazon remittance, so thank you to those of you who bought shirts this month. I just saw the email come through. Much appreciated. Amazon.com, search Rich Dickman, get yourself a t-shirt. And, cause they're awesome. Ray has like six of them. I think he bought 5 of them this month.
Yep, pretty much.
Yeah. You can find us, on the web, Rich Dickman Show. Rich Dickman. RichDickman.com. There we go. RichDickman.com for all your Rich Dickman needs. You can check out my articles on www.podcast.com in the opinion section. I write them as Rem Dickman because that's my name. That's who I am. I am Rem Dickman, writer of wrestling articles galore. You can find me on Twitter at Remgar, REMGHAR. You can find my mother on Twitter at Rem_Mama. Find producer Ryan on Twitter at Ryan TRDS. Ray, how do we find you? How do we watch you?
At Jules Winfeld on Twitter, twitch.tv/Jules Winfeld on Twitch.
All right.
That's, whenever I get on there.
We're gonna, yeah, exactly. I got Diablo 3 installed and, we got to find some time to play. I get lazy and bored and we can go to sleep.
Well, the other one we could do is that golf game, WGT Golf. I'm telling you, man, it's actually pretty fun. Like there's zero learning curve. I mean, It's literally like you select how much power you want and then you select your accuracy.
I need to
that's it.
Get into a fight with my wife to spend more time in the basement and I can make that work. That'll be fine. I put my marriage.
You gotta pick your battles. See, don't fight her over loading the dishwasher and fight her over time playing games with me.
Right. This is my buddy Ray. So, you going out to talk to your girlfriend? Yep, I'm going to talk to Ray.
That's right. What's Jake wearing?
Oh, it's been fun this week, Ray. Thank you for indulging me and I live out my fantasies with you. That sounds weird. I'm just gonna end this. Oh God, I gotta pee so bad. Good night. Jesus Christ, I'm gonna die.
Urinate that bad, huh?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to 130, but I'm not gonna make it because I gotta take out stuff from the beginning. So this is a short
Can
episode.
you aim for the sump pump?
I don't have a sump pump.
Like sit there in the chair.
No, I don't have a sump pump in this basement. I just have a concrete floor.
Just get like I've been watching Deadwood. They have what are they, chamber pots in Deadwood. So you go get a chamber pot over the corner and just aim for it.
Ray, you're a good friend.
Hey, when you and Fit used to get done, recording Liquorfield, did you guys ever play Swords?
No, Fit was not into that sort of. I totally would have with him, but he was not into those things. All right, I gotta go.
Oh, that's a good ending right there.
It is.
Okay, go urinate.